Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, students, today we are going to start with our second chapter, that is population explosion in Pakistan. Actually, it's an article or an essay written by Lubna Naz, and it was published in the Daily Dawn on July 11. So let us see what are the key points which the writer has discussed in this chapter. And the very first is the rapid growth of population. Well, as the name suggests, the name of the essay is population explosion, which means rapid or instant growth of population in Pakistan. And it is said actually that the current population of Pakistan is has exceeded 240 million people. That means 24 crore. So that makes it one of the most populous countries in the world. And that also highlights the demographic crisis Pakistan faces due to the uncontrolled growth in population. Uh, it has also been hinted that the world population has reached 8 billion in 2023, with South Asia, that means the subcontinent part of the world, that is contributing the largest share. So, mainly, but we have to focus here in our own country, that is Pakistan, and as I've already said, we are a nation of almost 20 crore people. So it is really very high, and we are definitely one of the most populous countries in the world. Now let us look at what is the Pakistan's demographic position in South Asia. If we talk about South Asian countries, India is the leading country in terms of population, with more than 1.4 billion people living in the country, and it is followed by Pakistan. As we have already said, it has a population of almost 240 million, and the third is Bangladesh with almost 172 million people. So, all these countries, actually, not only Pakistan, these countries are facing very severe economic and social challenges due to this rapid population expansion. So, all the whole region actually is facing this population growth. Now let us look at the causes of overpopulation in Pakistan. And the very first is the high birth rate, which means that in comparison to the world, the population, the birth rate is quite high. As I said, it's almost 3% per annum, so which is definitely very high, and it's actually caused by the lack of awareness and the family planning. And the second can be the decline in the death rate. Actually, in the Western world, uh, the the decline in death rate is due to the medical advancement and improved life expectancy, and with that, they have adopted the family planning methods, and they have controlled the birth rate. But in Pakistan, we are not controlling that, and because the death rate is reduced because of the medical advancement, so we are facing this case of overpopulation. The rest are the illiteracy. That means people are not very literate, they are not educated. Poverty can be another reason, and so as the lack of government planning. So on the government level, we do not see that any solid measures have been taken. With all these problems, these are actually the major contributing factors which are causing the overpopulation. Now, dear students, let us look at the effects of overpopulation on economy. Overall, we see that overpopulation has hampered the economic growth. That means we are not growing economically as we should have been. Then we have unemployment as well, and because of all this, definitely the poverty has also increased. And well, we all know the law of demand and supply is disturbed, because when we see that there are more people, there are fewer goods, and the purchasing power of the people is also going to be lesser. And if you want to compensate it with foreign investment, the foreign investment is not that much, and whatever we are getting, that fails to bring improvement, because population pressure consumes the resources very rapidly. So we do not see the healthy or positive impact of the foreign and the local investment as well. Well, this overpopulation has a great impact on our agriculture and food supply as well, because overpopulation actually leads to the smaller farms, because the farm has been divided into the next generation, and then definitely the size of the farm is going to be smaller, which leads to the lower productivity, because the lower farm size definitely reduces the productivity of the farm as well. Then many farmers have migrated to cities. Migration to cities, that is another issue, which means there is overcrowding in the urban cities. So, and the less importance on the agriculture side. And because we have more mouths to feed, which means greater food insecurity, and indirectly it is pressurizing our foreign exchange, because we are depending more on imports. And the threatening thing is that we are importing the edibles, means the food from the foreign countries, which is definitely putting more pressure on our economy. So all of that, actually, it is creating more food insecurity. Because of the overpopulation, we see that it leads to, first of all, we talk about the social issues. The lawlessness has been observed, and there are more crimes, more corruption, and there is more social inequality. And definitely, as I've already said, that it worsens the urban pollution, the more traffic, lack of clean water, and definitely the housing, and even the education institutions are very few to accommodate all that population. So the gap between the rich and the poor is growing, which definitely leads to the social unrest. And because of more population, obviously, particularly in the urban areas, you see that because of the traffic and more factories and all that, definitely there are certain environmental issues as well, like pollution and all that. So that thing is also on the rise. Because of this population explosion, we see that illiteracy is growing, and so as the million child labor. And according to UNICEF, in Pakistan, there are 22.8 million children who are out of school. And obviously, if they are out of school, they are involved in child labor somehow or the other. So it is really a very alarming number, and probably we are in the leading nations where children under the age of 10, they are not going to the schools. As I've already mentioned, there are almost 22.8 million people, children, sorry, who are out of school. So this low literacy rate actually weakens the national progress, and definitely it creates a whole generation at risk. And as far as the child labor is concerned, so this child labor and ignorance keep the cycle of poverty and overpopulation alive. That means we are going to spin for the next generation as well, because if the people are not educated, they are not going to get good jobs, they are not going to get good skills. So this cycle of poverty is going to continue, and the overpopulation, definitely that is again going to be a problem in the coming generation as well. Well, dear students, another important thing is that government is not taking that much interest in it, and the low investment in the social sector, that and the poor planning, well, actually, that is worsening the crisis, and lack of effective population control programs and public awareness campaigns. The situation is getting out of control. And secondly, the absence of long term family planning initiatives and social reforms. They are actually the need of the day. So, the government needs to invest more in the social sector in order to improve the situation. The role of media is very important in this regard, and the media must spread awareness, that is important. And obviously, for the illiterate population, media can make great inroads, and they must inform people, aware people regarding family planning, education, and civic responsibility, especially the people who cannot read anything. The role of electronic and print media, definitely they can play a strong role in changing people attitude toward larger families, because nowadays we see that the electronic media probably that is having more significant impact on the public. So public opinion should be made in that way. So media has to play an important role in this regard. Well, the author actually has emphasized that it is the dire need to educate children and parents about the importance of smaller families, and thereby doing their social responsibilities. So, actually, the writer believes that education is the key to controlling the overpopulation. So, parents as well as the children, the young people, they need to be educated about this issue, so that they may play their role in getting or performing their social responsibility. The writer has also emphasized that every citizen of Pakistan must realize that Pakistan's survival and particularly prosperity of the country depend on population control. So it is about survival of the country, because the more population means extra pressure on the currently limited resources of the country, and survival, definitely that can be there, but if we want to have prosperity and development, that can only be a dream if we are going to have the current rate of population going. So it is the duty of every citizen that they need to have that limited families and population control, so that the nation on the whole can be prosperous. So people should cooperate with the government efforts, the efforts government is putting, and place national interests above the personal ones, because it is traditionally we have the larger families, but definitely this is putting pressure on our resources. So the national interest should be above the personal ones. Only then this menace of population overpopulation can be controlled. All right, dear students, as far as the conclusion is concerned, it is said that we are standing at a crossroad, rather a critical crossroad. That means the future of the nation depends on effective population management. We have the decision in our hand. We may control population, and we may let it go. So we are at a critical crossroads. So controlling population growth is not just an option. Probably it has become a necessity for the progress and development. And the essay ends with a call for education, practical action, and awareness to turn the population from a burden into a national asset. Because if it is going to be like this, obviously this human resource can be an extra burden. It should be put into or channelized into a productive manner, so that in that way only it can be an asset. Just to end our lecture today, I may say that overpopulation actually is the root cause of Pakistan's economic and social problems, and only through education, awareness, and responsible planning can the country achieve sustainable progress. So, I believe with that, I'm leaving you today, and I hope that with all these key points and the main things, you must have understood the real essence of the essay very well. And we'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you very much, dear students.